Hello, Beauty Tribe, and welcome to another incredible Beauty Live. I am your host, Emily, and we are not at my house in Dallas, Texas today. We are at Nellis AFB with the wonderful Josefina. Hello, how are you?
Hi, good. Hey, everybody.
Yeah.
So delighted to be here.
It is. And so it was about a year ago that you and I were here at this very table behind all this beautiful Shiseido product talking. So it's so good to be back with you.
I know. I love it. I'm so happy to be back, and my favorite topic ever.
Yes, and
Shiseido.
we're so happy to learn all of that. And we are in beautiful, sunny Las Vegas, Nevada. And we're so excited to talk about all things Shiseido. And I think we've got some promotions going on too, but you guys have to stay tuned to watch that. Or to see what the promotions are. Before we dive in though, I just want to welcome everyone. Thank you so much for spending time with us. And if you have any questions for Josefina, please drop them in the chat and we'll do our best to get to all those questions. If you have a favorite product you love, we want to know, right?
We want to know.
We want to know. Tell us what it is. Tell us why you love it so much. And you can start your own live watch party by sharing this to your Facebook page so you can watch with your friends. So, Josefina, your table looks beautiful.
Oh my gosh, thank you.
Yeah.
I know, how could it not with this beautiful
I
packaging?
know. It's filled with so many beautiful things.
So, hi again, everybody. I'm so excited to be here. My favorite things, talking about Shiseido. Shiseido, for those of you that are maybe familiar and maybe not, we've been around for 153 years. Can you believe that? And I'm confident that we have something for everyone. I'm convinced of that. And so today, however, our conversation is going to be all about finding your perfect, jade beauty ritual.
Yes.
I'm featuring a couple of, collections specifically because, you see this world of Shiseido behind me, but I wanted to start off with, speaking of promotions, we are in the midst of our skincare bonus. You see this beauty right here, so many things. So I'm going to help you, we are going to help you figure out what is just the perfect fit for you, what selection you should be, and it's, with an $85 purchase right here in the store, so come see us. We're going to be here.
Yes. And I know we'll get into it more later, but there's two different gifts with purchase too. Look at that, options.
Yeah, I know. We're all
Josefina
about
brought
options.
us options, everyone. We love that. No, that's wonderful. So where should we get started on this beautiful table?
Okay, so speaking of options, I'm going to walk you through specifically a couple different collections, right? We have our Benefiance collection. It is a fan favorite. I'm sure many of you are familiar with our Benefiance. What makes it different, what sets it apart, is that it's actually incredible innovation for those of you that want to kind of smooth the lines, some dryness, some elasticity. We have a whole collection. That's why it's a fan favorite, okay? And that's actually one of the options in the skincare bonus. So we have the skincare bonus that features some key Benefiance items. And then, for those of you that are wondering, because sometimes it can be a little confusing, right? It's like, which one's the best option for me? For those that want, like, maybe have graduated, let's say that.
That's a great way to say that. Yes, you graduated.
Yeah, have graduated.
Congratulations.
From maybe like fine lines and a little bit of elasticity to like, now I need some lifting, I need some firming, I want some overall brightening. Then the Vital Perfection collection is perfect. It is the collection for you.
Yeah.
And so we have that option here too in the skincare bonus. Okay. So those are kind of the differentiations between the Benefiance collection and the Vital Perfection. And so then, but before all of that, we like to prep our skin, right? We want to get it ready for everything. So by prep, what we're talking about is we're making sure that we have a fabulous cleanser. In this case, we have the Perfect Cleansing Oil. It's also featured in the skincare bonus. One of my personal favorites, a little self-serving, by the way. A Perfect Cleansing Oil, because this is like pure magic. It helps to sort of melt everything off the skin, sebum, makeup, sunscreen. So when your skin is perfectly clean, it's ready for everything else, right, is cleansing. And then our prep steps. So our prep steps, we have what is known as our Oidermine Activating Essence. So for those of you that potentially were like, I've always wondered about that. Oidermine Activating Essence it's like your second step. You actually use this right before you do any other kind of like serums, moisturizers. Oidermine, I love it. It actually has 2 different types of hyaluronic acid, so it helps with hydration. It has vitamin C for brightening. It helps to balance the microbiome. So you'd use that just on like a Shiseido cotton square, and you literally, after cleansing, you do it all over, even around the eye area, across the cheeks, mouth, and all the way up. And this is what's going to actually help to have all of your products, penetrate more effectively, more efficiently. While your skin is still nice and moist and wet with softener, then you can follow suit with everything else. But Oidermine Activating Essence, so fabulous. My skin is never the same without it, and yours won't be either.
So this is like a step to not skip, is what you're saying.
Yep.
All right.
It
so
is
enters
essential.
into basket. We have input that in our basket. All right.
Okay.
No, I love that. It's great to know that helps to make sure everything you're using is going to be most effective.
Yes,
Yeah.
and using it with the cotton delicately polishes the skin too. So it's 100% cotton. It'll help to delicately polish, refine the skin, but it really starts like with the hydration. And then we're gonna, we would shift into doing something like the Ultimune Power Infusing Concentrate, also one of my favorites. And I know I know it is a fan favorite.
Huge fan favorite.
Okay.
Yes. That's sitting on my bathroom counter
Oh, is it?
as we speak. Yes. Well, because we got to give it up for the bottle just for a second. Everything inside of it is beautiful, but the bottle itself is also so beautiful. Beautiful inside and out.
It is a work of art, isn't
It
it?
is.
Well, and I know it's a favorite. I'll tell you why. It's won like over 230. It's like 238 awards and counting.
I was going to say, but who is counting?
Right?
That's
We-
incredible.
Yeah, we just keep going. You want to know why? Because this is terrific for all skin types, all age ranges. Men love it, women love it. It's something that you can actually use.
Oh, yeah.
This is take a look at how easy this is. Just a couple pumps for all over the face, all over, the neck area. It smells so great. Powerful antioxidation. It helps to support, say, collagen as well. It helps with any kind of, it smooths the skin. It also is going to help all of your other products. It helps to elevate the benefits of all your other products. So whether you are a Shiseido fan, which I'm sure most of you are, or you will be becoming a fan, it's also going to help to enhance the benefits of anything you use after that. So really, really incredible. Like serums, sometimes some questions that come up with serums is like, do I really need a serum? Should I use a serum? And is it going to take the place of a moisturizer? And the response to that is, yes, I would use a serum because it's more active. It helps to, it puts kind of like its hard hat on and kind of goes to work. In this case, it helps to unlock a radiance, a resilience, a smoothness in the skin. Super universal. Anybody and everybody can use it. But then a moisturizer is going to be just that. It actually is meant to moisturize the skin. Also kind of almost acts almost like a balm, to keep all that hydration, that moisture in the skin, right? So these are like prepping the skin, and that's a prep step. You're always going to do that right before you would kind of delve into finding just the right, say, collection for your needs and for your, say, quote unquote, results, desired results, or concerns that you might have. Okay, so.
And that's wonderful. And I do want to say, because we promised you multiple promotions, right? So we've got this beautiful gift with purchase in store. But starting today until the 6th, 10% off using your military star card. So it's time to load up, right? That's
Absolutely.
a great deal. Yes. So if it's your time that you need to refill, or you want to try a product for the first time, military star card, 10% off. This is your sign to buy it all. And load up on a couple or get some for a friend, right? Great gifts. Absolutely.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you know, the benefit is we're actually helping you to create a J Beauty ritual today.
Yes.
Because in the skincare bonus, you actually do have these prep steps that I just went through. They're super universal. But now let's kind of delve into why you would select, say, Benefiance versus Vital Perfection.
Perfect.
Okay, sound
Yeah,
good?
I'm excited.
Okay, so Benefiance. Like I mentioned, Benefiance is all about for those of us, those of you that want, say, more moisture in the skin, that want to battle, say, like some fine lines, that want some elasticity. You're just starting to kind of notice, you know, things in the skin. You know, we all have those moments, right? We look in the mirror, it's like, oh, something's kind of shifted, something's changed a little bit. I'm noticing some fine lines. You know, my skin isn't quite as moist as it used to be. This is where Benefiance is, you know, Benefiance just as a category, as a collection, is, you know, a top seller for us in, you know, the US. So let me just kind of go through this. I have our Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Cream. It is a very universal, all-around, terrific moisturizer. It also has this just kind of satiny, smooth type of a texture. It's kind of like whipped. Would you like some?
Oh, of course. Yes.
It's kind of like a whipped type of cream. So it just kind of glides on. Just that perfect balance of moisture, nothing too, you know, rich and delicate, but just enough for moisturizing the skin. So technically you could actually use this daytime and nighttime. It features, say, our Kombu Bounce. It's our signature ingredient that also helps to, you know, like an inner wrinkle filler. Okay? So
Hey, I like the sound of that. Yeah.
Me too. Me too. So really, really lightweight. I see you kind of smelling it.
It's got a really nice subtle smell. I like that. It's not overpowering at all.
So I wanted to share with you, part of Shiseido is that we have aromatological benefits built into our products. What does that mean? That means that as you smell things within Shiseido, take a moment, close your eyes, breathe in that beauty, because part of that is it's helping with the anti-aging benefit. So if you smell something, it's meant to be there. It's doing its job. It's meant to be there, and it's actually, it has a function, it has a job, which is, you know, powerful anti-aging type of benefits.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's our Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Eye Cream. Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing Cream, I should say. I'm looking at the eye cream, my other kind of fan favorite here.
I know, I was going to say, we love a good eye cream, so.
So I don't know if you've tried this overnight wrinkle resisting cream. Have you had this?
No,
tried this
I haven't.
yet? Okay, I'm really excited to share this with you because I don't know that a lot of people necessarily are as familiar with it, but this is actually my travel buddy. I'll tell you why. Anybody else have like travel where it's kind of like, oh, it's a little rough on the skin, you get super dehydrated, super dry, but at night too, we lose a lot of moisture. As a matter of fact, at night, you lose about the size of a, you know, like a 16-ounce bottle of water. You know, so we're losing a lot of moisture. It's not your imagination, we're actually losing that. So we created the overnight wrinkle resisting cream for that. It has like a tencha type of ingredient. Do you feel its decadence?
I do. I was going to say it's got a nice, it's a little thicker.
Yes.
But it's almost
Yes.
exactly what you need at night, right? Lock in all that moisture.
So it helps to really lock that in. Super powerful type of hydration, moisturizing. So this is something definitely to be using as a nighttime moisturizer. Also, like I said, terrific for, say, travel, for example, right? So Benefiance, you know, is that collection for moisturizing, elasticity, inner wrinkle filling, but I'm not done yet, okay? I'm gonna keep moving on. I'm sharing something that you can use daytime, nighttime, or if you like, I feel like I need a little extra moisture, a little extra something at night, then the overnight, you know, moisturizer is terrific. So I'm gonna follow up with our wrinkle smoothing eye cream. I call this our little pot of gold. So precious.
Okay, and well, it's a perfect little bottle, but I'm hoping when you say little pot of gold, it's gonna make me look 25 again, right?
Pretty much.
Yes,
pretty
perfect.
much.
Okay,
Pretty much. We can
sold.
reveal that. We can
Sold.
reveal that.
Put it
here.
on my military star.
I know I think it will help in your qualification
Yes.
for the skincare
I
bonus
think
too.
so too, yeah.
So now this little pot of gold, there is nothing quite like this texture. Okay, this is like firming. This helps with lines. This helps with dryness. This is incredible underneath, say, concealer. And the emolliency of it is unbelievable. Now, I'm going to show you, you're going to always want to use, say, like ring fingers. These are your beauty fingers. Everybody do their ring fingers, like jazz fingers, right? Ring fingers. And the reason for this is because ring fingers are, you know, perfect amount of, say, like pressure that you use. They're not too callous. And so the way that you would use your eye creams, this is my tip, right? The way that you would use your eye creams is you'd put some, you'd spot it right here, right at like the, what's it called? The brow bone, the arch, the outer corner, and just right below here, right below your pupils on, and you would spot it there, and then you would actually go and you would massage it
with the ring finger.
With the ring finger,
Okay.
not as much pressure, not as much callus, so you go all the way from that inner corner out to the temple a couple times, about 3 times, underneath about 3 times. Incredible hydration, incredible slip. And did you notice how much I actually pulled out? Okay.
It was like not even a pea size.
Okay, let me show you
Right?
one more time.
Yeah.
And not even less.
Less
It's like
than
the
that.
size of a rice grain.
Let me take it to the camera so you guys can see. You guys deserve to see this to know.
A rice grain
Look at
is
this.
all you need.
That's all. That's not very much. So that little pot of gold is going to last you for a really long time. We
For-
love that.
For both eyes, okay? It's actually for both eyes. That's literally all you would need. So this is gonna really last a lifetime, but you know, we call it the little pot of gold because of the fact that it's just, you know, clients love it. It has a beautiful, you know, slip. It has a beautiful moisturizing type benefit, and it does its job. It helps with those lines and that elasticity. Okay, now another thing I wanted to feature, okay, in our Benefiance collection is this. It's pretty much like steam pressing your eye area. Have you tried these?
Yes. And I think you and I talked about it last time. So you got me hooked on them. So
Okay.
yes, it is. Yes, I can't say enough about it except yes, they're amazing. They do exactly what they say they're gonna do, which we love that, right? We love when it does exactly what it says it's gonna do.
So this is what they look like. I just opened it up. Okay. This is like like pure retinol. This pure retinol infusion, and retinol is a gold standard, right,
Yes.
for anti-aging, for lines, for smoothness, for, you know, hydration, all of these things. So a couple of tips here is you would actually use this thin side. Okay, this little thin side. It looks like a little. Okay, so let's just do this. This thin side here goes towards the inner corner of the eye, and then this big fuller side comes all the way out here. You leave it for like 10 or 15 minutes. It's great to use, say, at nighttime, because nighttime is kind of when we're trying to recover, restore, regenerate our skin. But it's also terrific for like days like this, like where you're on camera time, or if you're posting, right? Or you're
Exactly.
going to a nice, you know, dinner presentation, anything like that. But something else that I wanted to share that some of our clients do is they take actually one extra pair and they use it right here, right around these marionette lines, for those of us that have them.
Hey.
Or for those that are maybe trying to prevent those
Yeah.
kind of making such an appearance. So you can always have one set here and then one set right around this marionette lines because of that pure retinol. So it infuses right into that area. So like a total must-have. I always pack a couple, you know, when I'm traveling. So easy to actually take with you if you are, you know, like overnight stay somewhere, or again, if you're going on a special occasion, or you want, you know, your best face forward. Now, our gentlemen love this too. Okay, our gentlemen love this because of the fact that it's, you know, we all, you know, the eye area is the thinnest skin on the entire body, so this is where we tend to show age, right? All of us. So dark circles, lines, dryness, wrinkles. So this is going to be something really, really fabulous for that.
We
Okay.
love that. Yeah, and then with the eye patches, so just for everyone at home, what if we wanted to do this? Do we put this on before our eye cream?
Yes.
Okay. So
This one you
cleanse
would.
face and then put those on.
Yes. Cleanse face. You know, prep, soften. You know, serum. You would use this. You know, the Benefiance Wrinkle Smoothing 24-hour eye masks before your eye cream. Okay.
Excellent.
But I always like to feature it as a we went through the basics, but I like to feature it just to kind of as a highlight, as potential. Some people have always had questions about it, and some, aren't that familiar with it. So
Yeah.
something I like to always kind of highlight for informational purposes too. And
We love that. Yeah, we love that, and I love that they're individually wrapped, so they really are easy to travel with.
yeah, this is how they come, and then this is, how they will come out as you pull them out of the box. Okay, so Benefiance, lines, some dryness, fine lines, some elasticity. In many cases, the easiest way to think about this, like maybe early, signs of aging, right? That's when you just start noticing some things. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on to our Vital Perfection, shall we?
Yes, let's do it.
Okay, because there's probably questions when it comes to Vital Perfection. Who is it for? What does it do? So Vital Perfection is for those of us that have kind of just graduated, right? We're like, okay, well now I need more than just a little bit of elasticity. Now I need more like lifting, right? And I need more firming in my skin as well, like that bounce. That's where Vital Perfection really shines. And so what I really wanted to feature today too is we actually just launched our Vital Perfection Concentrated Supreme Cream. Okay, and it is very supreme.
I was gonna say, no, this is.
Are you a supreme? Are you a supreme?
I'm about to be. I'll tell you that.
So
Thank
try
you.
some of this. You actually need, look at how beautiful and decadent this is, right? Can we see that in
Yeah,
that camera,
it's
right?
Beautiful.
Beautiful and decadent. So what, many of you might be using our advanced cream, right? And so you might be thinking to yourself, well, Supreme Cream, what's the difference? Would I use this instead, or how do I use it? So Supreme Cream is for those of us that are starting to see more progressive, right? We're losing, say, we're losing more elasticity in the skin. We're noticing more, right? Deeper lines, more loss of, say, contour and elasticity around, say, like the jawline. This is where Supreme Cream would really shine, because now it also has a concentrated amount of the safflower, the key ingredient in here that's helping to support all of that lifting and firming type of benefit. And did you see look at this decadent, just kind of moisturizing type of benefit. Okay, now Supreme Cream, again, it's for those that, like, I've been using Vital Perfection. I have, loved the results, but I still feel like I'm, my skin is kind of progressing. Like, I'm noticing deeper lines, right? I'm noticing more loss of, say, elasticity. I'm noticing here, this is not kind of sculptured. So we have the Sculpturist, ingredient base, but there's also like a little exercise for this. So
Yes, we got to do it. We have to do it.
okay,
All right.
so I'm going to teach you how to do this. I'll go back and circle like how much you use and where to put it. So ready for a little bit of that, like, Sculpturist, like, get yourself
Yes.
ready. So it's
Stretch
like
a little
literally, stretch.
Here we go.
Like
Okay.
10 seconds. So you're actually going to just kind of tilt your head back. You'll count to 10, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Then keep your head tilted, and now you're going to make like a kissy. You're going to kiss the ceiling, kiss the sky. I'm going to sound a little funny, but
No,
so
I
I
love
won't do it. So just kind of pucker your lips like you're kissing the ceiling or the sky, and you'll count to 10, 10, 9,
While
8.
you're puckering?
Uh-huh.
Oh, okay.
Well, I'm counting. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now you're going to kind of point your head down, just kind of face forward, and now you're just going to kind of purse your lips. Purse your lips for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the Sculpturist, method to. So you can be doing this all day, in so it'll help too with that sculpting of the skin, of the face, along partnered with all of the key ingredients in the Supreme
So we put
Cream.
we put this on morning and night,
Yes, you can
and
wear
we
this
do our 10-second routine. That sounds easy enough.
It is.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm sure
With
that you would all
results.
agree.
Yeah.
Right? It's better. It's easier than signing up to like a gym and a session. You can just do this. You can do this and already start to see these incredible type of results, especially obviously because it's partnered with all of this incredible technology.
I love that.
You know, more concentrated, because when you see more, right, when you notice more, you need more.
Exactly.
And so that's what Supreme Cream is actually delivering. Okay, so the next is going to be Advanced Cream, because some of you might be saying, you know what, Josefina, I am already using the Vital Perfection Advanced, cream. Do I need Supreme Cream? So listen, if you're looking and you're noticing like progressive, say aging, like almost like in here, where I've actually noticed it officially already, right? So I would then graduate myself, even though I love Advanced Cream, I love the results it's given me, I should say, the lifting, the firming, the overall brightening. Supreme Cream is more of what I need, because this is, as we continue through the seasons of life, our skin, goes through its seasons of life. We lose so density in the skin too. So that's where Supreme Cream would come in. This is for those of us that have kind of graduated, started noticing I need more of a lift, I need more firming, I need a little bit more bounce. That's where Advanced Cream would shine. Okay, it does have all of that wonderful technology as well. So I told you I was going to show you about the dosage that you would use. And the dosage would be about the size of maybe like 2 pearl sizes,
Okay.
max. Okay. Why? Because you would use it all over face. You would use it, say, obviously you would include the neck. So whatever happens on face, you experience
You gotta
here.
do it on the neck. Yeah.
We
no,
need a little
agreed.
extra TLC
Yes.
right here. So this is about how much you need, okay? Especially after you prep the skin. And you would actually spot it on 5 areas. So you spot it on the forehead,
Okay.
okay? Use all of the little spatulas that are included in the, don't ever reach your fingers into your jars, or try to avoid it as much as possible. So there are spatulas, so you take this, you spot it on the forehead, nose, chin, then both cheeks, and then you would actually just kind of go up and across the forehead. You might be asking, is it really necessary? Do I need to do this? Yes, because it helps to apply perfect distribution of product. You're also creating circulation, so up and across the forehead, down both sides of the nose, heart shapes on the cheeks, that jawline. You're always going up, up, up on the neck, like up, up and away is what I like to call it. And with Vital Perfection in particular, because we're looking for lift, because we're looking for firming, you would actually put both of your hands together like this with your thumb. You tuck this underneath, like we're saying our anti-aging first. Tuck this underneath, and you follow that jawline back to just underneath. You do this about 3 to 6 times, okay? And then you're actually going to put your hands just like this on each side of the nose, kind of like creating a little triangle.
Or like
And-
we're gonna tell a secret.
Yeah,
We're
like-
about to tell a secret.
And then you kind of like flatten the palms up to the temple, follow that up. You do that anywhere from 3 to 6 times as well. So you're creating that circulation, you're creating that lift, you're creating that perfect amount of applying it, evenly on the
we
skin.
love that. Yes.
Because remember, those, sometimes we just kind of go home and we're kind of like this, right? We just kind of put it on. So we like to teach you a little bit of that, of that extra. Okay, so Vital Perfection, lifting, firming, but there's also a triple thing, a third thing. It's kind of multi-beneficial. It helps with brightening too.
Oh, sold. Added it in the basket.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Add, right?
Yeah.
So, a couple things to talk about here that I want to also mention to you would be something like the eye, okay? Our Vital Perfection lifting and firming, eye cream. So let's have you try a little bit of it. It's brand new, so it's kind of priming, okay? Okay, let's see here. Did I get it? Okay.
There we go.
There we go. So just about a pump of it. Now, difference, right? It is satiny smooth. It's like, but if I'm using the Benefiance, do I need this? Okay, the difference with the Vital Perfection is this is now going to help with age-related puffiness. So age-related fatigue. Anybody ever experienced where they kind of look in the mirror and they're like, I know I got a good night's sleep. I know I ate well and balanced. I know,
Yes.
me too.
And then you're like, but why do I look like I was asleep for 15 minutes?
Yeah.
Yes, both hands up.
Yeah, you look in the mirror and it's like, I look a little tired or I look fatigued or where did this puffiness come from?
Right.
Well, it's known as age-related fatigue. And this is where our Vital Perfection lifting and firming eye cream would really shine, and you would see the benefits. It has it has a sculpting complex in here that will help with lifting, firming, and help to combat that age-related, puffiness that we get. And last but certainly not least, I wanted to shine the light a little bit on our intensive wrinkle spot treatment. I don't know if you're familiar with this, but the intensive wrinkle spot treatment, yes, I'm talking about it last because this is something you would actually put on last.
Okay.
And this is something you would put on those deep, deep wrinkles, deep, that spot, that like pesky spot that you see that you're trying to get results on. This is where this would shine its light and its best. And you don't use it all over the face. If you still have questions on this, please come in, join us. Let us do a consultation on you to really let you know where to put that. So if you get deep lines on the forehead, the 11s, right here around the marionettes, that's where you would actually apply it and put it on. It's not meant to be used actually all over. It's meant to be used in those specific areas. It has retinol in it, all of those key, gold standard type of ingredients. Okay, so these are our collections, Benefiance. It's featured in our skincare bonus. We also have Vital Perfection that is featured in our skincare bonus. Lifting, firming, Benefiance is, fine lines, dryness. And, you want to know the very, very last step?
Of course I do, yes.
Yeah, ready for the very last
we're
step?
Ready.
Okay.
Drum roll.
You've made all of this investment, right? Time, hopes, aspiration, all of that. Well, this is actually, you must use your sunscreen. This is like your insurance policy, right? This is like your investment. This is your insurance policy. Today I'm actually featuring the clear sunscreen stick. I don't know if you're familiar with it.
I'm not, so I'd love to hear about it.
Okay.
I know. You learn something new every day.
Every time we're together, I learn something. So this is the number one sunscreen stick in the U.S. And part of the reason why is because look at how convenient it is. It's like an accessory, right?
Yeah.
But let me show you. You literally just kind of glide it on.
Ooh.
Okay? You glide. You can rub it on if you haven't worn any makeup, but now I'm gonna also show you.
And you can't see it, by the way.
Let me just clean this off. It's clear.
Yes, clear. Oh, and it's not sticky or greasy.
It's clear. It's terrific for all skin types. So it's perfectly clear, perfectly portable. It's protecting the skin up to 50. It actually is, it's something that, sweat or water, you're super active, you're at the pool, you're, running marathons, whatever it is that you do, it's going to lock in, so sweat, water, heat, it actually locks in the benefits, and it's really protecting your skin. It's also has a skin cancer seal of, the skin cancer foundation seal. So it's protecting the skin. So watch this. I have a full, face of makeup on.
Okay.
You actually can put it on over makeup too. So you just glide. It's like having built-in sunglasses. Okay, when you're going glide. Yeah. What does it look like?
It looks like your makeup is perfect still.
Here, perfect for reapplication. You can actually just kind of press the number one sunscreen stick, so be part of the number one, right?
Yes.
But most importantly, protect your skin. You're working so hard with all of these things. You're working so hard and investing to, help the skin. And now it's important to be protecting the skin. So do something like this. I know some of you are a little like, Hosa, I don't have the time. Hosa, it's an extra step, but so portable, in the pocket, in your bag, in for travel. So this is going to be something that'll help to remind you.
Yeah.
And so no more excuses, but I put my full makeup on. No excuses. You can actually
even
glide it.
Especially if you can put it on top of your makeup, because I know that I've been like, oh, I missed the sunscreen step, but the makeup's already on.
Yeah.
No excuse anymore.
So perfect for reapplication because you need to reapply every couple of hours. This is perfect. I was talking to somebody earlier and they're like, this is what I use on the back of my hands when I'm driving. right? Or for those of you that get, those of us that get our nails done, and we can put this on the back of the hand to protect because of those little, those
The
little
UV
machines.
lights, yeah.
The UV lights.
And the driver spots.
The driver spots.
So that comes in super handy. Yeah.
So powerful antioxidant benefits too. So it's even more, it's like really skincare, right? It's sun care, skincare married into one, powerful antioxidant type of benefits, but of course superior sun protection as well. Okay, so super important to do.
That is wonderful. And since we were talking about, you said this worked for all skincare types. We have Lauren in the chat. She is asking, do all of these products work for skincare? Or she has a little bit more oily skin, so she's wondering if she will do okay with one more than the other.
Fabulous. So anything in say the universal, anything like this is going to be fabulous for an oily skin. This is also helping the oidermine activating essence is also helping with blemish prone type skin. We have key ingredients in our sun care that's also terrific, like a licorice root extract that helps with blemishes. Probably I would shift into Benefiance for an oilier type of skin. Vital Perfection can be a little bit say richer in texture, but a lot of universal things, including the cleansing oil, believe it or not. A lot of people sometimes are like, well, can I use, my skin is oily, can I use a cleansing oil? Absolutely, because oil cuts through oil, so it's it's really one of the most effective type of cleansers to remove impurities, sebum, sun protection, and it rinses away satiny smooth, so there's no kind of sticky, oily kind of feeling there.
And we love that. So, and Lauren, we know that you'll love that, right? Yes.
Confident of that.
That's a great feeling. And so we had Brenda asking about this very little but very mighty wrinkle spot treatment. So she said that you mentioned this is your last step. Does that include putting this on after moisturizer?
Yes.
Okay.
It's your last step. You'll actually notice it even in when you come for a consultation. It's on our skincare planners. It's right at the very end because it's actually, that's what makes it kind of unique. That's why I wanted to kind of point that out, is you'd use it on those specific just areas.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Good question. Good question.
Yeah, this is great. And we have one from Liz. Liz says she doesn't use moisturizer regularly. Is it okay to still use Ultimune?
Oh yes. Absolutely. I mean, Ultimune, just never allow yourself to run out. Always have a backup. Ultimune is what I like to call it.
So if you don't have your backup, shameless plug, if you don't have your backup, 10% off today until tomorrow. Buy two. 10% off using your Military Star card in store and online. And if you do purchase it in store, as well as your backup, gift with purchase. Shameless plug. Just have to put it, because it's such a great deal, and we don't gatekeep. Josefina and I don't gatekeep, so we want to make sure you guys know all of the great promotions going on.
Yeah, not our style. Not
Yeah.
our style. We want to share it all with you.
Everything, even the count to 10 exercises.
Right?
Yes, we've got you covered for sure.
So absolutely, yes. Always keep Ultimune in your routine and, moisturize. Because two different things, right? Sometimes some people ask, can I just use a serum? Some of them are, kind of luxurious type of feeling. Can I just use a serum and kind of swap that out for moisturizer? They have two different functions. Serums are more, say, concentrated, they put their hard hats on. They have a little bit more of a focused, targeted type of focus, where moisturizers are going to really kind of seal all of that in, seal that moisture, in, and be beneficial for that.
Excellent. And we do have time for one more question. So the question is coming from Angela. She was asking, just to clarify, this can be used not just on your face. We can use it on our hands and everywhere else where needed as on the go, right?
Absolutely. I love this question. Yes, absolutely. All over the face. I love our sunscreens as well, because you probably saw how close I got it to my eye area. They're ophthalmologist tested. Sometimes some clients are like, can I use it up close to my eyes? Yes, they're ophthalmologist tested as well. So all over the face, back of the hands, arms, all of that. But we also have lotions that makes your life a little bit easier. We wanted to feature the number one, speaking of plug.
Yes.
We wanted
number one.
to feature the number one sunscreen stick because of its convenience, because of reapplication, but also because of its uniqueness, right? It's 100% clear on the skin. It is, you know, it's something that you can use either before you put a makeup on, or just in case you run out the door, like you mentioned, Emily, and you're like, oops, I forgot to put my sunscreen.
No excuses.
Yeah, now we've taken that away.
Yes.
But we do have lotions as well that have the SPF, you know, 50, SPF 60, that also go on very, you know, clear and transparent as well once they're actually on and blended into the skin. But so you can actually do both. So I want to make sure that you know,
Yes.
you don't have to limit yourself to just one sunscreen. We have a whole family, a whole collection of it.
All
We
the
are,
options.
yeah, I mean, we've been doing sun care for like over 100 years. So there is a formulation and a technology for everyone here
Yes,
too.
and we love that. So Angela, thanks so much for asking that question. And you guys, Beauty Tribe, thank you so much for being so loyal and spending time with us. And of course, Josefina, it's always a pleasure to hang out with you, and we appreciate that. So we went over all of these amazing products, and just a reminder, in-store gift with purchase, $85 more. The 4th through the 6th, so today until Sunday, 10% off beauty with your Military Star card. So, and you don't have a Military Star card? That's okay. We can get you one, no problem, and you'll get that 10% off the products. We want to just thank Nellis Air Force Base for hosting us. It's been so much fun to be here in this beautiful store. If you happen to be in the store today, please stop by, say hello. We've got amazing people here ready to help you with all your skincare needs. So thank you all so much for spending time with us. Safina, always a pleasure. It's never goodbye.
Yeah.
Osa, she knows that.
Yeah.
But until next time, Beauty Tribe, we will see you. Have a wonderful weekend.
Thanks, everyone.